Best Way Out for Humanity: Changing Traditional Modes of Production in Life by Xuefeng. Humanity has developed many chronic problems that traditional modes of production in life cannot cure. Over 7 billion people live on Earth, consuming vast amounts of its resources daily, surpassing the planet's regenerative capacity. Despite technological advancements that have innovated new energy sources and conserved resources, these are merely drops in the bucket and do not solve the crises we face. The chronic issues plaguing human society are as follows. 1. Resource consumption, exceeding regenerative capacity. Everyone consumes resources without contributing to their replenishment. This unsustainable practice inevitably leads to resource depletion, which traditional production and life modes cannot address. 2. Resource waste. A significant portion of resources used in daily life, including food, clothing, housing, transportation, and healthcare, is wasted on luxuries that are not essential. Laws and moral teachings have limited impact on this issue, which can only be resolved by changing traditional production and life modes. 3. Official corruption and inefficiency. There has always been tension between officials and citizens, an issue that has remained unresolved for thousands of years. Traditional production and life modes provide fertile ground for corruption. Without changing these modes, it's impossible to eliminate official corruption and inefficiency. 4. Ethnic and national conflicts. Historical conflicts between ethnic groups and nations over resources and ideological clashes have not been resolved. Without addressing these conflicts, massive military expenditures and inevitable wars will continue to cause significant societal harm. The only solution is to change traditional human production and life modes. 5. Wealth disparity. Natural differences and varying levels of effort among individuals naturally lead to disparities. However, excessive wealth disparity creates conflict. The most effective way to mitigate this conflict is not through laws, moral teachings, administrative orders, or taxation, but by changing traditional production and life modes. 6. The allure of money. While currency is an unquestionable medium of exchange, societal unrest and personal anguish arise when the pursuit of money becomes the primary motivation for living. The allure of money can only be eliminated by changing traditional production and life modes. 7. Loss of integrity. As competition intensifies due to increasing population and dwindling resources, integrity declines. The loss of integrity raises the cost of interactions among individuals, nations, and interest groups, which is detrimental to overall welfare, resource conservation, and social stability. This issue cannot be resolved merely through legal and moral constraints. Changing traditional production and life modes is necessary. 8. Flaws in government planning and market economy. Government planning can lead to neglect of certain areas and impoverish people's livelihoods, while market economies, akin to the law of the jungle, result in the survival of the fittest, far from an ideal state for human life. To ensure harmonious living and prosperity for all, I've considered various solutions and concluded that the best approach is to replace traditional production and life modes with new ones. What then is the new model for human production and life? In a nutshell, it involves replicating and adopting the production and life modes of the 1,000-year world in heaven. This new model is exemplified by the second home production and life modes established by Life Chanyuan. The essence of this new model is that humans will no longer enter into marriage and family arrangements, but will instead join the second home system. Nations will dissolve. Resources will be shared globally, and the population will be controlled to remain below Earth's regenerative capacity. People will plan their movements globally, allowing everyone to reach the heavenly state of owning nothing, yet having everything. This is not a dream, but a summary of successful experiences from 15 years of practice on Earth. I hope every citizen on Earth will become aware, ponder, and practice this. February 1st, 2023.